I was waiting, there was like a few episodes I was waiting for in JoJo, and one of them was the fucking restaurant episode that happened like a couple of weeks ago, where I was on the floor, like just how dumb. The next was like, oh, Josuke, we've got an invisible baby. It's just like the most dumbest shit with the most manliest ending from like Joseph Joestar. Even though he is that old right now, he's still got it. He can still be a man and a troll at the same time. And just to hear, nice to hear after, all of the years and all that, hear another, oh my god! Like, so this episode of JoJo, you can consider it as really a one-off, like, so to speak. Like, it kind of goes into a little bit with the plot where we get, like, you get to see Jotaro is, like, got the bow and arrow from, like, a Red Hot Chili Pepper, and, like, they've got him in prison. It's like, you come out of here, you do any shit like that, we fucking come into your house and we fucking you up. We already know we can beat you. And he's like, fine, like, I'm doing that. And it's like, they got the bow and arrow, they're going to take that to the Speedwagon Foundation, and they're going to try and sort this shit out. And it's like, we need to do this for research purposes. We need to find out the origins of stand users. And it's like, ooh, we've got some interesting shit going on there. Like, what's that? And, still, like, this whole beautiful moment between, like, what we had with, like, Josuke and, like, Joseph trying to bond, in a way. But then, like him as well, like, trying to be, like, admitting, saying, like, look, I don't want to, like, say anything to you. Look, this is what's going to be happening right here and right now, alright? And, like, I'm going to call you Mr. Joestar from now on, all that. Like, I just can't call you Dad. I can't call you Pops or anything like that. Like, just you being like that and just being that old and just, oh, suddenly, hey, I'm your dad, popping up. It just don't feel right to me. I'm going to take you to my mom's house, though. You're not going to see her, though. You're just going to look there. You're going to have a little look at her like that. That's all you're going to do. You're not going to come face to face or anything like that. And just, like, Joseph just looked so depressed then. Like, he just looked like this is an old man, like, at this point. Like, surely she's not going to remember too much. I think she, like, only remembers, like, a tiny bit of him, where it's like, when he was that super muscly man, like what he used to be. And it's like, now it's just like, I mean, look at him. He's just a decrepit, like, old man now. And it's like, let the man have his last hurrah, if you like that. Not saying going into that house and say, hey, baby, how about we make another son? Like, no, none of that shit at all. But it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, but Josuke's mom, she's a bit milfy, so, you gotta go in there when the time is right. But, how about, Josuke, you leave it to me, I wouldn't mind, taking care of, like, your mom and all of that. She seems like a very nice lady. It's just, like, immediately, like, the same thing, like, with Okuyasu when she first met. It's like, yo, your mom's fucking hot. Like, it's just, like, everyone wants a piece of that ass. Like, it's all, like, additional there. And, like, fucking comedy gahoots happens, and they end up finding a invisible baby. Yes, an invisible baby, where the baby itself is the stand user, in a way, where it's like, it's the stand and the stand user at the same time, where it can make itself invisible. That's what his stand is. But obviously, since he can't control it, since he's about 6 months old, you're like, well, this baby can't do it. And then they're like, it's not a he. It's a she. Like, this is a little baby girl. She's like 6 months old. And there's just that moment where they're both like, oh, like, they just got like, guys, stand user, might want to do something about it, like that. And they're like, it's like, well, it's a toddler, it can't do much, it's harmless. It's invisible though. That's concerning. Like, as the dog was going, like, I like how he ended up using Hermit Purple just to save this baby. It's like, I've got you, kid, and all that. I've got you. You're gonna be okay. Like, everything's gonna be A-O-fucking-K. Just hang on. You'll be fine. Everything's gonna be thumbs up. Let's just keep it calm. Let's just keep it that way. And I love that shit. Seeing from that, and then also as well, just going from that, like, honestly, it's like, okay, Josuke and all that, we need to go and get this kid some clothes and all that. I just can't hold a fucking invisible baby in a cloth like that. That's quite concerning. Let's go get diapers. Let's find the mom. Let's get some info. Alright, look, I can't go in there. I'm 16. Motherfucker thinks I'm already like a 16-year-old dad. I've already pounded some bitch like that. You're an old man. It's okay. He's like, all I've got is English, English and American money is all I got. Fine, here's my card. Just don't spend too much going on. And may I remind you, this is a JoJo episode. This isn't fucking we just went from a guy playing with a guitar to two men, like, going out and getting baby stuff, and it's the way how it's done is fucking hilarious. Like, he's there, he's like, yeah, I need some diapers, please, like that. He's like, oh, certainly, sir, we have a rice range, and he's like, adult diapers. I'm not the man that's shitting myself here and all that. It's like, I need it for a baby. And it's like, oh, what do you need? 3, 6 months, 6 months, you know, a year old, oh, girl, boy, special edition XL, you know, what size? And he's like, oh, dear fucking God. Oh, dear. See, now here's why. This is why I never really enjoy fucking doing grocery shopping or any of that shit, or trying to shop for anyone else when they're like, oh, I need to search this and that, because then you get about 6 different fucking billion selections out of that stuff. Honestly, like I had a similar situation. I've got a new, like, there's a new baby in, like, my family, where there's a situation where, you know, like, I've got a little, like, you know, I've got a little baby niece now. She's about a week old now of this video, and coming into it, it's like, look, like, me and my mom are there, like, we have no idea, like, what's, you know, to get to this fucking baby. She hadn't done it for fucking years. I was there searching for a long ass time when I just went to her, like, please help. I have no idea what's to do with baby stuff. So if an old man like Joe, like Joseph's having a hard time, then god damn it, you know that I'm fucking gonna have the time. So it's just like, it's just recently these episodes have been hitting so close to home, with especially the last one and this one, where it's like, this shit's kind of happening apart from the invisible part with the baby. But it's like, it was hilarious. And then it was like, it kind of getting more concerning. The baby was getting stressed, it was getting like kind of like agitated. That was where the point where it was like, it's not just turning itself invisible, it's turning the pram invisible, it's turning the wood invisible, it's turning the floor invisible. And Joseph is just standing up there. What, like, an excellent episode where it's like, you don't have to do much animation at all, because like, oh, we're holding something that's not there. And just the way, like, the pram falls out like that, as like for what Joseph was trying to save the baby from a fucking cigarette that someone just threw out, like that. It's like, oh, I've got to protect the child, like that. Accidentally knocks it, goes down into the lake, the baby's in the water, and it's like, oh my god, this baby's gonna drown, and like that, Josuke's like blaming him, he's like, this is all your fucking fault, I need to do something, I'm swimming in there, going in there, trying to find this baby, and it's like, I ain't got long to live, but if this is the last thing I can do and all that, I'm gonna fucking do it. Slits his fucking hand like that, the blood, making sure that there's colour in the water now, so that the colour, like, can actually be seen where the invisibility is, and then gets in Crazy Diamond, pulls the baby out, it's a-okay, I ain't losing my, like, just that bit where, like, Joseph loses his hands because they go invisible, and him just go, oh my god, like, it's just shitting himself, like, oh. It's like, okay, I'd be pretty concerned as well if I lost my fucking hands like that. It's like, yeah, but other than that, it was a hilarious episode. I know people, though, noticed that little hint that we got in the episode of the whole Shueisha thing and the manga artists. Like, people who read the manga know what that's all about. Like, people know what that is, and I'm excited because we're not going to have to wait too long about that, because it's going to happen next week. I am so excited for that stuff. Like, this is like honestly, when I was reading like JoJo, this is just when I was head over heels, where it's just like, there's so much dumb, goofy shit in this like episode. Like, you know, I was having a blast, I was laughing, and I'm glad that there are episodes like this, like episode 10 when they just go out. Like, I really love these one-off episodes that they're not going in against aggressive stand user, they're just going against like just a random thing or a dilemma. It's like, oh, we have to protect this baby, but it's like, you know, hilarious shit ensues. Like, it's honestly a beautiful thing, and I was honestly laughing my ass off throughout the way. And like, you know, it was a great, well, like, we needed that after Chili Pepper, like, after like kind of resolving, it's like, hey, we keep having, you know, like, serious people, like, you know, throughout the season, like, here, let's have some like comedy, especially with like the spaghetti one that we had, where we thought the guy was evil. It's like, no, we knew straight from start to finish that this boy, just like, from start to finish, that this baby needed protection, that was what they were trying to do. They were good fucking Samaritans, they were trying to take care of it, but it had a wacky scenario going into it, and it was hilarious. I cannot wait to see more and all that. I'm looking forward to episode 14 and the new opening like airing soon, so I'm really looking forward to like seeing what the new opening is going to be sounding like, because I'm going to miss miss it. Like, I've really grown attached to, like, Jojo ni. Like, I'll miss that. Like, so, hopefully opening 2 is going to be badass and all that, like, you know, coming from it. Like, I mean, every JoJo opening I've enjoyed, so, you know, I trust, like, the next one. So, let's see what they're going to have, and I can't wait for them to show stuff about the man with the hands like that, you know, exactly with those little hints that we've been getting, like, throughout the series, you know. I'm excited when they show stuff off about him, so looking forward to that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below, but that's all for me. Thank you much for watching as always, and if you love JoJo as much as I do, you know where to hit that like, you know, hit that subscribe. Fantastic episode, cannot recommend it enough if you want to laugh. Like, honestly, it's just I feel like it's a great hoorah for Joseph, like that. Honestly, fantastic. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.